So I just want to share something with you really quickly. I think sometimes in your life, you feel like you get to a point where you know there's a fork in the road. You need to make a decision to do something that you've always wanted to do. And if you don't make the decision then and there, you probably actually will not get another chance to go down that path. There could be a lot of uncertainty with the path, a lot of risk or perceived risk even, but at the same time, if the door is shut, it's shut. For me, when I was a kid, I grew up racing cars here in the United States, but because I didn't come from, an affluent background, once the money ran out, it was pretty much done. But I've always wanted to get back into racing as an adult and realize that the only way for me to do that is to really come up with the financial means myself to do it. Now, the problem with that is it usually takes a few decades to build the level of wealth or acquire the level of resources you need to do that thing that you probably want to do. If it's something big scale, like create a massive, business, start a restaurant, go racing, direct a movie, whatever, you'll kind of think that you need to wait a lot longer than you need to. The problem is, you get older, your energy starts to go down, your reaction times, your instincts, while your wisdom increases with age, sometimes those practical physical things that you need, energy, reflexes, etc., will diminish. That's just the truth. For me and with racing, I spent a lot of time on track driving, some of the cars I own on track. And I thought, I want to take it to the next level and really be competitive. And not only competitive, but I want to be competitive against the best people in the world and some of the fastest cars on the best tracks. And I realized, I'm 28. My ability to actually do that is going to diminish, quite rapidly within the next decade if I don't actually get more involved with the competitive side of things soon. So I decided to just go ahead and dive into it, and I bought myself a Lamborghini Super Trofeo race car, and my brother and I are planning on racing that. Hopefully we'll get to do some races in 2023, although we're a little late. And if not, spend most of 2023 preparing for racing in that car. And then the 2024 season, we'll go do the full, America, US season with the final championship ending somewhere, I think either in Italy or in Spain. So why am I telling you all this? Well, for me, I don't have all of the boxes ticked for all of the financial elements you need to justify such an extravagant expense. But I decided that if I don't do this now, it's never going to happen. Yes, later in life, you can always use money to get access to things, but you'll never enjoy something like a Huracan Super Trofeo race car. You'll always enjoy something like that more in your fucking 20s and or maybe early 30s than you will when you're in your 60s, okay? Some things have an expiration date, and you have to just move the fucking mountains in order to get the thing or go to the place or achieve whatever the thing it is that you're trying to achieve. Waiting's just not gonna, manifest it fast enough. Sometimes you gotta actually cut in there and get it. So we found a way to structure the resources that we want through a financial system. For those of you that are not entrepreneurs, you can buy something as like a vehicle, or you can buy something as a piece of capital equipment. So we treat it like a business asset, which means that instead of us getting a loan for the vehicle, we got a loan as capital equipment, which allows you to justify purchasing something like a race car through more, I would say, more ideal financial structuring. So if that's something that's, that financial stuff is interesting to you, I'm happy to make a separate video on it. But that's besides the point. What I'm really just trying to say is you're probably not thinking outside the box for how you can get the things that you want sooner. It's not so linear. And time's running out. You gotta go for the things that you want. And if it's something that's best consumed in your youth, you gotta consume it at the peak point. Yes, you can have things when you're older and save a bunch of money, but it's like a diminishing experience. Traveling, going to great environments, great restaurants, driving a beautiful vehicle. I know this is not the greatest, people will disagree with this financial advice here, but I believe some things are best enjoyed in your youth. And you should do what it takes to have access to those things when you're young. Now, that could turn into a whole other philosophical debate, and I won't go there, but, that's all I wanted to get off my chest. I'll be racing quite a bit in this year and next year, and I hope to create a lot of motorsports specific content around that. And I want to specifically talk about racing and how to go racing if that's something you're passionate about when you're just a normal person. No one talks about this. I started from nothing and was able to kind of find ways into motorsports in a way that we were able to overcome some of the financial barriers through just practical planning and strategy. So if you're interested in motorsports, you want to see how to get, more involved with something that you're passionate about, I really, really encourage you to just kind of stick around, and, I'll try to create, as many videos a week as possible just to illuminate the path that we took to get closer to the things that we want, aka motorsports, and how you can potentially follow some of those things. And then in general, just if you maybe don't care about motorsports, but you do care about how to get the things that you want faster and with less bullshit. I'm somewhat of an expert at that at this point. So stick around, and I'll try to create as much valuable content as I can for you guys. Thanks for watching.